everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, use that scroll bar, slide right into the music. Second thing second, my video is a reaction video in its truest form. It is not meant to be a replacement for the artist's original work or talent. I always leave a link in the description, at the top of the description actually, to both the song that I'm listening to and the artist channel if they have one, just to make sure that you guys know where to go to check out all their great stuff. Hopefully, of course, after you watch this video. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm jumping to a whole new kind of thing today, guys, but there's a reason for it, so bear with me. My idea here is that I tell you guys all the time, leave in the comments other songs you want me to listen to. And a lot of you have been, so, understanding of the assignment on that and give me such great suggestions. And most of the time, those suggestions wrap around the group or artist that I'm listening to in that video. Not complaining at all. I'm just saying that's the majority of the comments. If they're about like, hey, you should check this song out, they're from that artist. What happened this one time is I think it was on a Dimash video. Someone commented about the Dimash song and then commented a separate comment. Excuse me, something stuck in my throat. Rosewood2823 says, please react to Forestella's cover of Jim Croce's song Time in a Bottle, circa 1973. Check out the original melody first, though. So it was on a Dimash song, completely random suggestion of a song, but I see those guys, and I put those on my list to be like, oh, I should check that out someday, just to make sure I'm following stuff, okay? I don't need to listen to Time in a Bottle first because I know it quite well. I know Jim Croce quite well. My parents used to listen to him quite a lot while I was growing up. So I have heard probably a bunch of his songs. And I'm back. Sorry, just had a coughing fit there for a second. Okay, so like I said, I have no idea what to expect from this. Here is the video. It's Forestella. I don't know what language this is. Is it Chinese? I don't want to say the wrong language, but I definitely don't know what language this is in. But it says Forestella, Time in a Bottle. It's clearly a cover of the Jim Croce song, which is what this person told me to react to. Let's see if it says anything below here that will tell me. It does not. So yeah, doesn't tell me any information in the description there. So we're just going to go with it, see how it sounds. Like I said, I know the song well. So I'm interested to hear a new kind of retake on it. Let's get it.
If I could say time in a bottle, the first thing that I like to do.
Well, I really love his bass register. Like that guy's face.
Passes away just to spend them with you.
If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I save every day like a treasure, and then again I will spend them with you.
This really is such a good song. Jim Croce was a great storyteller through music. Oh, this is nice.
You the one I wanna go through time with.
First thing I want to mention here, this is a really cool version of this song, but I love how much harmony they got out of just those two voices, and it sounded fuller. It sounded like there was more than just two of them singing there in terms of like how rich the sound was. that's very good singing and very good harmonizing. I love how they started with the low, like, you know, the bass and then the tenor coming in, and now they're letting us see like the mid-range guys. They definitely have a really good sound. I'm eager to hear what all four sound together, what they sound like together, the four-part harmony. This is going to be, I think this is going to be pretty good, guys.
If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you.
But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do. Once you find them, look around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with.
Nice. So some of what you heard just there too was their mid-range guys have range. I don't know why I feel like I'm saying the same word over and over again in the same sentence, and I don't mean to, but that's what I'm trying to say is they definitely have expandable range. I'm assuming the bass guy doesn't have too much range, only because basses with that kind of sound usually have very lower register range, but they can't even hit like tenor one parts. These guys are hitting, at least two of the remaining three are hitting everything from like a tenor two ish to, you know, alto one, which is pretty good. It's a pretty decent range. I'm a tenor two, usually typically a tenor three in the choir that I'm in. Like if there's a tenor three part, that's the part I'm getting because I'm very comfortable in a baritone range, and can even hit some bass notes. But as like a tenor three, I can in a pinch hit a tenor one note. It depends on how high that tenor one note is. I have decent range, but not that kind of crazy range. So for them to be able to expand outside of that and make it sound as natural and as smooth and as harmonious as they are, uh, is very well practiced, very well trained. I'm sure they have raw talent too that they're honing here, but it sounds really good all together, but also I'm listening to like their separate registers, so that's why I'm commenting on those specifically. I can't believe there's still like 4 minutes left of this song, because right now they're doing a pretty good four-part harmony version of Time in a Bottle, so I'm curious if they're going to do anything else with it. They are. What? That's a cool edit right there.
I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true. The box should be empty except for the memory how they were answered by you. If I could see time in a bottle.
Oh, that's nice. The minor build. Come on.
Is to save every day till eternity passes away. Just spend them with you.
Guys, real quick, we talked about this on one of the last videos. We talked about how much, when I think it was on a Love Bites video, how much a minor melody can go with the regular, like the standard melody for a song that you're used to hearing and everything else, and they can complement each other so well. That's what that just was. That was 2-part harmony and a major and a minor. That's what that was. You could hear it immediately as soon as he started singing. That's just awesome. I love it when it sounds, when you get that sound. Uh, and I should say too, I'm like 98% sure that was a minor build, because just of how the tone changed to me. It could have been steps up on the major, but I don't think it was. Anyway, the point is that when you build them together like that, when you complement, I've said that in the Love Bites video, I'm saying it in this one, you hear it more often than you think you hear it, and it just sounds fantastic when they get it right. It can sound really wrong when it's not done correctly, but these guys are doing it correctly. You also heard I think it was this guy, the guy in the black jacket. He's got some lower register range too. I don't know if you heard that, but he does. Yes.
You wanna do what you find them, find them. Look around enough to know that you're the one who wanna go through time with, yeah. Never seems to be right to the things you want. Find them, find them. Look around enough to know that you're the one.
Nice. I love the way they handed it off to each other in that too. That was really cool.
Never seems to be no time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with, time with. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with, time with. But there never seems to
Get it.
be no time to do the things you wanna do once you find them.
Wow. It's a really cool rendition of the song too, especially if you're a fan of the original, because the original is a very like just a guy and his guitar kind of song. That's dope. I love the cinematicness of it too. You know, that was really cool. And not something I would have found if it wasn't for this channel and you guys suggesting stuff. So I appreciate that even more. I will say, I think it's crazy that I don't know who the guy that was the second from the right. So he's the one with like, it looked like a black leather jacket on. He's like the Harry Styles of the group to me. Like he could be a lead singer. He had a different kind of presence. The other guys were great too. I'm not saying they weren't, but he just stood out to me right away as kind of like his own. He just has that kind of energy, you know? This is really cool, especially for someone who likes the first, like really knows the original, the Jim Croce version, and really loves it, this was such a cool, interesting, kind of different version of it that I really enjoyed. I think it's really funny that I was like, I hope they're going to do something else with it, and then they just went nuts. That's really, really cool. I love stuff like this, guys. Keep it coming. I really do appreciate you when you send me stuff like this and new things to listen to and new artists. It really expands my horizons, and then I'm able to share it with other people. And that's just awesome to me. So I really appreciate you. Special shout out to Rosewood2823. Thank you for suggesting this. I hope you get to see this song, see me reacting to this song. And like I said, keep them coming, guys. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate that too. So thank you very much for that. Hope you're having a great week wherever you are, in whether it's like, time off or you're working or whatever's going on. If it's not going great, we're going to turn it around starting right now. Don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.